This line diagram represents physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester, including 5 exams, exam 1 to exam 5. From this line diagram, we can see that the physics represented by blue color shows a fluctuating pattern with minimum exam score in the exam 5 and maximum exam score in the exam 4, while the chemistry shows the minimum exam scores in the exam 4, that is around 60, and maximum in the exam 2, that is more than 95. So to conclude, physics shows maximum score in exam 4 while the chemistry shows maximum in exam 2.
The given image shows a line graph which is related to the exams and scores. There are two axes. In the x-axis, exams are given. In the y-axis, scores are given from 60 to 95. And the subjects are physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. The blue line shows the physics exams and green line shows the chemistry exams. In the given graph, the exam 2 of the chemistry has the highest score and the exam 4 of the physics has the highest score, but the exam 4 of the chemistry has the lowest score and the exam 5 of the physics has the lowest score. And overall, this image is about the physics and chemistry exam scores.
The image provided is a line graph that gives information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester, while x-axis talks about exam and y-axis talks about scores. It is evident that physics and chemistry are shown on the line graph. Conversely, in exam 1, the chemistry has the lowest scores and physics has the highest scores. Another interesting point is that it is highlighted by different types of color: blue, black, green and white. In conclusion, the picture is informative.
The image shows the importance of physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester, and it also provides information about exam in 1, exam 2, exam 3, exam 4, and exam 5. And it also clearly shows that up to 95 scores is the highest value and 60 scores is the lowest value. After analyzing this image, it can be concluded that and there is an increasing trend of exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, exam 4, and exam 5, and physics and chemistry's exam scores over a semester.
The given image is a line graph that gives information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester, where we can see that students has scored more in chemistry in the first, second and third exam. However, in the fourth, the marks has gradually declined to less than 60%. However, the marks was cope up in the fifth exam, whereas physics has remained in the neutral line, but in the fourth exam people did really good. Hence, from the given line graph, we can describe the difference between physics and chemistry mark.
The given line chart gives information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. The blue line represents the physics while the green line shows chemistry. It can be seen for physics, the highest amount of the number is in the exam 4, which is higher than 85, and the lowest is in the exam 5, which is above the 60. For chemistry, the highest number in exam 2, which is higher than 95, while the lowest amount of the number is in exam 4, which is around the 60. In conclusion, this shows that the physics and chemistry have different scores for different exams.
The given line graph depicts about the information of physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. It is clearly evident that green color shown by the chemistry color and blue color shown by physics. It is clearly evident that exam 2 contributes above 95%. However, the exam 2 contributes physics which is very low. Moreover, it is clearly evident that exam 4 contributes physics which is very high. However, chemistry contributes very low. To conclude, the image is very interesting which provide brief information about physics and chemistry.
The image represents a line graph which shows the information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. From the image, it is clear that some elements are high while others are low. There are noticeable patterns, trends, and comparison across the data. Although all details are not fully visible, the image gives a general overview of the topic. Overall, it presents useful inside a visual format.
The given image provides crucial information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. There are different elements such as x-axis, y-axis, blue lines, and green lines. Firstly, this bar chart gives important information about scores and exams. Furthermore, it highlights key figures like physics, chemistry, exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, and exams 4. Moreover, the highest key figure is 95 and the lowest key figure is 60. In conclusion, the image provides crucial information about physics and chemistry scores.
The image provided is a line chart that gives the information about the physics and chemistry exam scores over the semesters. The x-axis talks about the exams from 1 to 5, and the y-axis talks about the scores from 60 to 95. The blue color line is depicted by the physics, and the green line is depicted by the chemistry. The over the we can see that in the exam 1, the and exam 2 differences in the high peak point of the chemistry, the scores will be moving from more than 95, and the physics scores will be declined from the exam 1 to 3, and after that exam 3 to 5 difference, the booming in the again the physics, and the lower down due to the chemistry.
This line graph gives information about physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. Firstly, from the picture, there appears to be fluctuating patterns, with the highest number about 95 scores, which is exam 2, but the lowest number about 60 scores, which is exam 4. Some items include 85 scores, which is exam 4, and the 60 score, which is exam 5, exam 3. Some items include physics and chemistry, green and blue color. In conclusion, this graph gives information about physics and
This is a line graph comparing the physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. As for the x-axis, it says from exam 1 up until exam 5. On the y-axis shows the score starting from 60 up until 95. The highest for chemistry is on exam 2, in which they have 100%, and the lowest is on exam 4, in which they have 60 scores. Meanwhile, for the physics exam, they have the highest during the exam 4, in which they garnered up to 90. The lowest one for the chemistry is on exam 5, in which they only got 60%. Overall, this is a graph showing the physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester.
The given image gives the information regarding physics and chemistry exam scores over a semester. It can be clearly seen from the image that there are a lot of different elements present in this image, which are exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, exam 4, and exam 5. The maximum value is for chemistry in exam 5, which is 85 scores, and the minimum value is for physics in exam 5, which is approximately 60 scores. Furthermore, there are some different trends, variations, and numbers present in this image, which are 60, 65, and up to the 95 scores. To conclude, the given image is very informative and knowledgeable and gives a lot of information regarding physics and chemistry exam scores.
The captured image is the line graph that consists of information about physics and chemistry exam score over a semester. Here, the score has been mentioned from 60 to 90%, and the exam mentioned are exam 1 to exam 5. As seen in the figure, the chemistry is represented in the green color line, whereas physics in the blue color line, that is dotted line. Here, the chemistry students has the highest score among the physics students in exam 2, and the least score in the exam 4. Similarly, the physics students scored highest in the exam 4 among the chemistry students. Overall, this image is very informative and provides information about physics chemistry exam score.
The line graph give information about physics and chemistry exam score over a semester. From the picture, we can see the value of exam 3, which is 62%. However, the value of exam 1, which is 76%, and additionally, the highest value of exam 2, which is 96%, and the lowest value of exam 5, which is 63%. In conclusion, the picture give information about physics and chemistry exam score over a semester.